Hey, how y'all doing today? This is the 8-Bit AMA for the Zonymous Partnership, December 23rd, 1:06 p.m. EST. We're going to give the floor to 8-Bit. They're going to tell us about how they actually met, who the team members are, how the project started, and kind of what the core of 8-Bit is. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Actually, I lost your voice in the middle.
Oh, of course. So let's start off with who the 8-Bit core team is.
Yeah, sure. I will start first with my introduction, then I will introduce my team. Then we can start with the more question. So thanks for having me here, Bati. So excited to be here with all of you. Hello, everyone. I'm Jitain, or you can call me JP in the short. I'm the CEO and dev of 8-Bit and Token. I'm from the technical background and I'm a software developer and I have around 13 years of experience in techno financial domain. So I have been developing software for the USA mortgage industry. So for the loan origination, then loan servicing, for those kind of domain, I have been developing the softwares. And if I talk about my crypto experience, I have been an investor since 2018 and I have just got a pretty much decent experience now. Let's say I have almost 5 years of experience in the crypto field also. So as a project owner, it is of course my first project, but it's as an investor. If I say I have so many like sweet and sour experience in this field. I have earned well, and I have been got drugged, cheated many times in this crypto field while investing. So it gave me lots of experience. So I learned so much from those experiences. That's how me and my all partners, we were the we knew each other from very pretty long time, like more than 10 years, and we started our crypto journey together. Then we were finding the project, we were telling each other, oh, this is a good project, let's invest there, or this is a new project, they have nice utility, let's invest there. So those kind of experience we had with each other then. And since we were all together were investing in the same project, so the experience of our entire team was similar. Either we were earning, either we were getting work. So that's how we decided, we came up with this idea that we know how a token works. And some of my team member already have been the part of as a mod or as a core team member for different projects. So they learned there so much. And since I was a developer, I'm comes from the software background, so it was so easy for me to understand the technical side of any project. So that's how we made up our team. We come up with the ideas. We started discussing that we should come up with our own project and what kind of project we should come. There are hell of kind of project out there in the market. Some are meme tokens, some are like based on the launch pad, some are based on let's say wallet, uh, different kind of like totally unique project kind ZAH where they have like gift card facility. So many of options out there. So but we still decided to go that we should enter with the launchpad business. And why we wanted to enter the launchpad business, I will tell you the later, because that is again a one story behind it.
Yeah, of course. Can we hear from the other team members as well? Just to give you a little bit of a break, because I can already tell you're about to go on you're about to go miles. Yeah.
Sure.
So other team, I know we see some familiar faces. I see Mr. Crypto in. I see Love Case 8-Bit. Let's hear from them. What's their background? How do they actually know you? How did you all meet? You said that you all have been friends for the past 10 years, right? Let's hear a little bit of the origin story, and then we can go straight into the project, and I'll ask some questions, because I'm really curious about 8-Bit. I definitely have some questions regarding the NFT marketplace. I have some questions on why you all chose BSC specifically. But let's hear from the rest of the team real quick.
Yeah, so how we knew each other for past 10 years, actually, I comes from software background, and Lovekesh, he comes from the totally different background. He's a metallurgist, so he works for the silver manufacturing unit. So but we had a group, actually, we had a group on the Facebook those days, and we had a travel buddy group. So that's how we joined that group. We became friends with each other. We started traveling together. and that's how our journey started from there. So it's since been 10 years and we are still friends, and it is going to continue forever. So Lovekesh, then Mr. Crypto in, he works as a SEO expert. Then we have Upasna in our team. He is again is just he comes from this networking domain, uh, server networking domain. Then he has one hidden talent, which is like he's a very great artist actually. So all our like graphics for our token has been done by him. So we got like pretty good person internally only, which came from different domains. So that's how easy it was for us to like come up with as a team. Then we have Mr. Vijay. He he owns his own company actually for the export and import, so that's how he know how to deal with the people. Then we have Akshas and the Ayush. Then Dachi is a very good person. He has been a mod in so many great projects, and we're lucky to have him. He know how to run a community. He does a great job so far. So that's how we got so many people from different domain. And when you have people from different ideology, different mentality, different domain expertise, so the team can be a great that time, right?
Yeah, of course. So it sounds like you all have known each other from a long time through travel. It said that you all were a travel group. It says that you all, I guess, were Facebook friends. And it sounds like, are you all from India as well?
Yeah, I'm from India.
Okay.
And yeah, most of my team members are from India. Dutchy, he's from the Netherlands.
Perfect.
Then we have yeah.
No, you can go, man.
Yeah, then we have another person in our team, Dan. He's from Australia. So we are kind of like we cannot just as I represent India, but we are the global team. And you know, in the crypto, there is no like limitation of world, right? It's decentralized world and it's boundary free, right? So
Of course. So
we
yeah,
are global. Yeah.
I definitely love hearing about the origin of the team, because something that like my group also says is we invest in teams, not just ideas. So if they have a strong team, it's going to be a strong business or a strong project. So let's go straight into what 8-bit is. When did you all start 8-bit?
So we started 8-bit from the planning phase started in July, actually last July. So when we were, how was market last this from how has market has been this entire year, and we were like fed up with investing, because this year we were whatever investment we were doing, we were facing pretty much loss there. And then we were done. Okay, we are just done with the investing in the other token. When we have so much of expertise within each other, let's use that experience and launch our own project. So we got, as a team up, we got it into together in July. Then we started discussing July, August, September. It took around 3 months for us to even decide. And you asked me why we chose the BSC. So we had lots of options actually. We had like Ethereum, then we had the Polygon and Binance. So why we chose Binance? Because Binance has got the first thing, Binance has pretty big user base compared than Ethereum and other chains, right? Then the gas fee, if you talk about the gas fee, that is pretty really less on the Binance than any other token chain, right? So that's how we wanted to target. But it's just we started with the Binance, but it's not that we are going to stop on the Binance. We have already integrated cross-chain swap in our DEX, and we have idea to like creating in the Ethereum side also as a cross chain, so we could. So that idea is in the pipeline. So then September, October, we started development on our application. First application which we made ready was our NFT marketplace. So first we minted some 50 NFT, and when we created our community, we started giving those NFT as a giveaway, because we didn't want to have any boarded community, all those things. So people, we have just got, we started a competition there. If you join our community and if you refer 10 of your real friends and they comes and write in the community that XYZ person has referred me, so you will win our NFT. So that's how we gave away like 50 NFTs as a competition. So that's how we got initially so many people in our real people in our community. Then after NFT, we launched our
I have another question about the NFT marketplace. I have a couple questions.
Sure.
One, my like fear if I had like a project that was specific to BSC, and they had their NFT marketplace, right? I would even say that BSC's NFTs are maybe not even a couple percent compared to being on the Ethereum blockchain, which is probably 90% of all NFT sales. So are you worried that you're not going to get as much of a marketplace being on BSC, and how do you plan to overcome that?
See, why we don't have that fear in our about our marketplace, because we have NFT with the real value associated to it. We have utilities associated to our NFTs, so we are just not selling a piece of art. Okay, that today is that this much price, and future that art will get this much like 100x or 200x price. Nothing like that, because our NFT comes with unique. Okay, let me share my screen if you allow me. Then I will show you. I'll show you different kind of NFT. Then I'll show you the comparison that why our each NFT are unique.
Because that's actually my second question. My second question is going to be why your NFTs, right? There's so many NFTs out there, and I would even say that they've started to become somewhat saturated. So why use 8bits NFTs, and why use 8bits NFTs on Binance Smart Chain?
Okay, that's what I'm coming on the point, but why our NFTs are required in our ecosystem. So we are not just selling piece of art, we are selling the real NFT with the real use cases. So if anybody holds our NFT, they are going to receive benefits in when they trade in the 8-bit earn. So if they hold any of our NFTs, so they are going to receive 3x more APY than anyone who is not holding any NFT. So that is the first benefit we are giving to hold our NFT. Then if anyone who holds our NFT, and we have implemented DAO and governance also in our token. So if anyone holds that NFT, they are automatically part of that DAO and governance. So they can vote on the proposal, they can create their own proposal, and can ask everybody to vote on their proposal. So that's how we are going to run that our token. We are not going to run our token just as a one-man show, nothing like that. So our token is run by our community as a DAO and governance. So we have 4 kind of NFT: standard, rare, super rare, and super rare. So the price is also is vary from all the categories.
I really love the name, the rare, super rare, super rare. That's awesome. So I have a question real quick about the NFTs, right? So you said that your NFTs are very special because it's actually utility based and it's not a piece of art. And I completely agree with you. I think NFTs, the future of them is actual utility, and I think the idea of them as actual art is a little beyond me, just because people are willing to pay so much for it. But I really think NFTs can be integrated for concert tickets. NFTs can be integrated to show ownership of cars, car titles, homes, lands, properties, deeds, real world scenarios, and real world use cases. NFTs can actually fix, right?
Yes,
of course. So I was going to ask you, where is the money coming from that you all are giving whenever people buy the NFTs and hold them? Where's the 0.1 BNB, the 0.2, the 0.3, 0.4? I'm going to assume it's taxes, right? Or do you all have like a module, like a treasury? Or because obviously if you're holding something and you buy it and you're getting rewards from it, the funds have to come from somewhere, right?
Yes. So that's coming on the topic. So we have minted on total 500 NFTs so far, and our plan is not to mint any more NFT. So first, that's how we are going to increase the rarity of those NFT, because only 500 NFT will be in the ecosystem, and when people keep increasing, so they have to buy it from the other people who holds it. That's why we launched our own marketplace, so people buy. So as we are not giving away those all 500 NFT as a free. So we just gave away only 50 initial NFT as a giveaway. Remaining 450 NFT we are selling through our marketplace. So this is our marketplace. You can NFT marketplace, and if you come over here, you can see all NFT are listed over here for this with the price. So anybody who wants to buy our NFT, they can come on at our NFT marketplace and can buy with their choice. So we have total 4 type of category of NFT. Whatever suits, if they want to hold whatever suits their budget, they can buy the NFT. So each NFT comes with their, when you when you go next increase the rarity of the NFT, then benefit also of that NFT increase. So that's you can find on our white paper what kind of benefit we are giving with our NFT, and which kind of NFT you should hold if you want to trade. Even if you hold our super rare NFT, then you are exempted from the buy tax. So we are having 10% buy tax on PancakeSwap and 8% buy tax on our products. So that buy tax, if you hold our super rare NFT, that buy tax is going to be off for you. So that's kind of a benefit we are giving to our NFT holders. So this is just not piece of art. They are actually comes with a real utility, and they are tradable also. If you buy from us, then, and if you want to sell, if you can see that someone bought this NFT from us in 0.4 BNB, and that person has put it for the sale at 4 BNB. So once you buy from us, the price is fixed. But after buying from us, it's up to you whatever price you want to sell those NFT. Because remember, those are only 500 limited NFT, and when token holders increase in the future, and they'll seek for the more NFT, so they have to buy only from the people who holds. Team will not have those NFT to sell anymore. So that's how price also will keep increasing with the time for those NFT.
I understand because they're actually limited. Okay, so pretty much you buy the NFTs to actually get rewards within your ecosystem. So for example, if you buy the most rare NFT before you all launch, then what happens is there's no buy tax or sell tax for the actual token and the ecosystem. Is that correct?
Oh, so actually, when we started our token, what we we decided that since we have only those super rare 50 NFTs, so those 50 people will be exempted from buy and sell tax, both sell tax. Then people didn't like the idea. They got the proposal that at our DAO, which I can show you right now, that tax at least sell tax should not be exempted from the people, because if anybody wants to sell the project, that means they want to harm the project. So at least they should pay the sell tax. So that's how people got the proposal, and you can see 12 people voted against in the favor of just keep the buy tax free, not the sell tax, and 3 people voted against. So we implemented that, and that's how we just reduce the buy tax for those NFT holders, and sell tax they have to pay. And in the future, yes, there is a chances that we will gradually will start decreasing a tax with the time frame. So that's how, if we are not going to just live so we are going to compensate that tax thing with another kind of benefit. So it's not like that benefit are fixed. With the time, that those benefits will keep changing one to one.
I actually like I actually like implementing the use case, not just for art, but hey, you buy into our NFTs, then you can be and have more favorable conditions into our ecosystem. But as you're on that page right now, I see that you have staking. You have staking with token distribution, reward simulator. What's the actual APY for staking? And tell me how you try to not have unsustainable APYs, because something that I always say with projects is I'm so hesitant to actually release staking, because I don't want to be one of those crazy 10,000 APYs, which ends up hurting price. So how do you plan to actually sustain your all staking? And tell me a little bit more about the staking as well, because it seems like you all have a lot going on.
Yeah, if you see our staking module, so we have 3 kind of pool. So standard pool, NFT holder pools, and credit pool. So if you see our APY at a standard pool, we are just giving just 12% of APY, right? So you know how sustainable the 12% APY is for a project, right? So NFT holders, what we are giving, as I said earlier, that to the NFT holders, we are giving 36%, so which is 3x more than the standard pool. So anyone who holds any kind of NFT, they are eligible to earn 3x% more APY. Then the credit pool we have. So this is one of our favorite part actually. So what it does when you stake in the credit pool. So yeah, for standard pool, we have not kept any locking period. There is no locking period. So you are free to stake, and you are free to unlock your token anytime. Then even NFT holder also, there is no locking period is there. It's just none, and minimum staking period is 30 days. So you are free to if you are not happy with your token performance something and you have a stake, so you are free to get your token back. So we are not asking you to lock your token with us. But that credit pool comes, so we are asking them to lock the token for the 90 days of period. Now why we are doing this? Because credit pool is a one of the unique kind of utility. So we are giving a credit limit in the form of USD against your credit. So when you lock stake token in the credit pool, you will get back 30% up to 30% of your staking amount in the form of BUSD in your wallet directly, which you can claim directly from here. So our contract will calculate how much, if you have a stake in our credit pool, our contract will calculate what was the worth of your token when you stake, and it will assign you the 30% of that value of that stake against that staking in the form of BUSD, which you directly can come here, claim now, and that BUSD will come in your wallet. And you are free to use that BUSD for any token. If you want to buy 8-bit, you buy 8-bit. If you want to buy ZAH, you buy ZAH. You are free. We are not imposing any kind of restriction for that BUSD. So when 30 days is, it's just free of cost. We are not charging anything. We are not charging any interest. We are nothing. So how it works, 30 days is over. 31st day, it will show you over here that you have to pay, and you just click the repay now. That BUSD will directly come from your wallet to our credit pool back.
Of course. So where does the BUSD come from?
Yes, so this is a contract that we have to fund it. So we have decided the NFT which we are going to sell, and that entire fund we are going to fund this BUSD credit pool.
So the actual so let's revert back to that. You said that the BUSD comes from the pools that you all fund. Is it external revenue or is it internal revenue? And internal revenue as in taxes, or external revenue as in another company, another project, advertisements? Where is the BUSD coming from? Is it selling the actual token of 8-bit, or is it being funded from like explain to me that kind of process on how someone can take their tokens, stake it, and receive BUSD, because it sounds like it's coming from 8-bit, and then from 8-bit it gets turned into BUSD. So I'm really curious to hear the exact process on how it actually becomes BUSD.
Yes, so what we have decided, the NFT which we are going to sell, that entire fund we are going to inject in the BUSD pool. So we are not going to fund this pool from the taxes or 8-bit, any kind of taxes from the 8-bit. Okay, so that is the first thing I want to clear to everybody. It will be funded from the NFT through the NFT sale. So we have 500 NFT with a different price range. So that entire fund we are going to inject in the BUSD credit pool. Second, we see, so still we have limitations. So it's not like that if anybody holds like just 50,000 token or something, so they can stake in the credit pool. So minimum limit is the 150,000 token. So if you hold at least minimum that token, so that then only you will be able to stay in the credit pool. So that's we'll insure it from and we will fund it externally. Sorry, we are not going to fund it internally from any tax of the 8-bit. So that entire fund of our NFT selling is going to inject this. If we see if there is a scarcity of the fund, so we will fund it from our own pocket, since it is a service from our side. It's not depend on the like token tax.
Exactly. And that's something that I actually like to hear a lot, because I am astonished at how many projects give out free, like it's not even free, how they give out rewards via internally through taxes or from other people. And the fact that you all actually use the funds that's made from an external purchase, like an NFT marketplace, and then from the profits generated from that, you actually then move it over to your individuals for your BSD credit facility. That by itself is actually how it should run. Money should not come from inside. Money should come external and then flow outside. So the fact that you all like have that, I mean, that's really big. So yeah, keep going. I just wanted to say that because that's really important, honestly.
Yeah, that's what we believe in, the full transparency, and we believe that the fund which we are receiving from the people as an investor, we should not misuse that fund. That's their fund, and it should be used for their benefit. It should not be used for our personal benefits, right? And that's how we have the tax. Even our taxes, we have taxes. We have 10% tax on the pancake swap. So that out of 10%, 4% we are returning back to our investor in the form of BTC. 2% is going for the development, and 2% is going for marketing. 1% we are going to put in the buyback and burnt pool. So that contracts will be already there, and they can see all the wallets and how the funds are being used. Then 1% tax we are going to put directly into the liquidity. That is automatic going to the liquidity. So we even don't have access of that fund, right? So then we have 8% tax on our own products. So if you allow me, I will show you the glimpse of our own DEX, which is our multi-chain.
Here's my question real quick. If you are giving out so much through the BUSD credit facility, if you are giving so much for the staking NFTs or staking 8-bit, how does the actual, how do you all make profit?
So see, we are not going to offer NFT staking. So NFT staking is only, it is only 8-bit token staking. Then how we are going to earn profits? That's why we have two different applications, and we want that people should use those applications. So our next big applications are products. So that products is, we have developed our own router, our own factory. So any trading fees is going directly if anybody use that products. And we have so many features in that products. It's going to support all the major chain, and it is having sell swap, question swap, then cashback swap, those kind of swap we have built in our products. So, and whoever do this trading through that trading fee directly come to us. Actually, we have created our own router and factory, so we are not going to share that money with like pancake swap, right? So that is first our revenue stream. Then our second revenue stream is our ProPad, which is going to be roll out very soon after the product. So it's a basically launchpad pool. Again, it is going to support all the major chain. And when you have launchpad, your own launchpad, so you know how, if we can keep getting the project, then how easy it is for any project if they are keep getting the project. So how easy for them to make money, right? So those actually our products, and ProPad is going to be our mainly revenue generation streams actually. So staking, all basically made NFT, those are rewards from our side to our investors.
Yeah. So real quick, let's go back to the actual the DEX. You said we don't want to give percent to PancakeSwap because we're going to be the ones doing our own router and our own trading. Does that mean that people will keep liquidity with 8-bit? So for example, if I use the 8-bit launchpad, I can then move my liquidity and have my trading on the 8-bit ProDex. Is that correct?
Yeah, you are correct.
So here's my question. Are you all going to get that audited? Because the biggest concern and the biggest fear is, how do I know that my LP is going to be safe? The reason people use DEXs like PancakeSwap is because they're kind of trusted. They have a good word of mouth. It's kind of like it's pretty much like a standard in BSE. So what trust and security can you give me as a project owner that I want to leave my liquidity on the ProDex exchange?
That's what. So for any project, the security is very important part of the project, right? So we do not want to compromise with the security. So of course, that's why we have not made it live yet. So we are going to give it for the audit first. Once we receive the audit report, of course, there will be change work tasks for us to do the changes. We will be doing those changes, then we'll be giving it for re-audit. Once we receive we are satisfied that audit, yeah, we have got a really pretty good score in the audit, then only we'll be rolling it out in the market. So that is how we are going to ensure it, that without audit, we are not going to make it live. That is our words to the people out there. And regarding security, all those things, we are not hosting it with any co-host sites. We have got our own servers. So we are going to host it our own server. So everything we control it here. We are not going to, let's say, people say, okay, that server got hacked and everything went up. So that's how we will not be having even those were to say that we hosted on any co-hosting services. So these applications are going to be hosted or on the dedicated server, which is internals.
Of course. So here's actually another question that one of our users actually DM'd us. It's launchpads require mass amounts of users, with PingCell dominating the market in BSC and smaller ones like GymPad having the same growth issues, even with 150,000 users. How do you plan on filling sales? And what are you
so, see why we are different from the, let's say, for any other launchpad out in the market. We have very different kind of utility associated to our launchpad, which is called insurance on the insured pool actually. So we are going to have like two tier. One is normal tier and another one insured tier. So any project comes through the insured tier. Okay, so there are certain checkpoint for that insured tier that we'll be revealing very soon. We'll place those checklists over here in our launchpad itself. Anybody can come and read the terms and conditions. So that product, if they do if they does the initial rugs for, let's say we are the liable if the rug that project is coming through our launchpad and they are running they're doing initial rug, all those things. So as a launchpad owner, we are the liable for that loss of the investor. So we will be compensating that their investment loss through our launchpad. So if you see this, no launchpad take you the guarantee that okay, if that project came through from my launchpad and it runs, so I'm the liable. No one say it out there in the market, but we are going to say to the people, we are going to take the responsibility of their investment if the project is coming through out in the market through the insured tier and still they are doing the rug, all those things. So that's how we are going to protect the investors fund. So if people see the security nowadays, right, they see how secure is their investment, how secure is their fund. So if they see someone is offering offering that option to them, that if they are investing to that particular launch pad and the investment is secure because they have at least one surety, and we are not charging it for anything for that insurance, right? So it's just it's free to everyone who use our launchpad, right? So that's how we are going to receive good user base. And when we have good user base, of course, we can attract more and more project to use our launchpad.
So I definitely love the idea of giving back insurance, especially with having your own launchpad or even possibly having your own decks, right? I've actually thought about that idea as well, but here's the complications that I came with that idea. If you do a specific type of insurance that if users or investors lose money through your decks, or through your launchpad. Here's my question to you though. Are you going to be KYCing each and every individual project? Because how are you going to know that they're not going to rug? And if they do rug, where are the funds going to come to cover?
Okay, so we are going to provide insurance only for those projects which is coming through the insured tier. So and KYC is compulsory, audit is compulsory. We have got KYC audit partner also with us in our journey. So even we are going to launch our own KYC, internally own KYC and audit service also. So that is mandatory. Then that for the token, liquidity should be logged on our products. So that is another condition. Now, and when the liquidity is logged with our products, so that's when the the project runs and liquidity lock time is over, then we will get that access of that fund, and we use that fund to distribute to their token holders. And then apart that, we are with the trading fees which we are going to receive, we are going to create a SAFU fund also. So that SAFU fund, what is going to do, all those trading fee which we are receiving on our ProPad and that from pre-sales and all those things, some amount of that fund we will create as a SAFU fund, and that SAFU fund also we will be using to compensate that loss. And we hope that we never get a chance to use that SAFU fund, but that SAFU fund will keep increasing with gradually with time to time.
Okay. I actually love the idea of giving back to, because it kind of gives investors like security, and security goes a really long way, especially when you're talking about DeFi. So is all of this going to be decentralized as well? The way that you're going to implement the tiers, the way that you're going to implement the systems that you're in play, are you still going to make sure that there's still decentralization at core? How are you going to combat the decentralization and the centralization aspect of making sure that their liquidity is locked in your DEX? Because something that I am very worried about, and this is the only thing that I'm worried about, is If you have a DEX, it's supposed to be decentralized, right? So how are you really going to stop someone from rugging? Because with decentralization, truly someone can just do whatever they want to, correct? And if you do stop, then there has to be some type of centralization aspect. Are you going to be implementing any type of centralization procedures to stop people?
So we don't have any idea or plan to keep it centralized, because we believe in the decentralization of the funds, all those things. That's why we came with on the DeFi world, right? So that should be how it should be in the decentralized world. Everything should be decentralized. That's our belief. And so and if you see how we are going to access that fund, all those things, if you see there's a term called SAFU at the pink sale. So in that term, what they there's we have to, the initial 15 days, their SAFU developers run the project, because that SAFU developer done the contract, that SAFU developer get the ownership of that project initial for 15 days, right? All those things. So that's how we are going to implement same thing here. So that if any project is coming through the insured tier on us, so we are going to take the ownership at least for the initially 2 months for that project. We are going to run that project behalf of the team. So team, it just has to the fund, all the fund which they raise in their pre-sale or private sale, they have to lock at our DEX, and they have to give the ownership to us for that initial 2 months. So that's how we are going to make sure that project runs for the long time. Because if you see the history, project what they does, the 80% of project does the early rug only. They doesn't, if any they have intention of the rugging, they never go for the long term. They just they raise hell of money in the private and pre-sale, then they launch it, then they just abandon the project, right? That's how they rug it. And there's a few projects they started doing the slow rug also. That's how. But if you see, there's the most, if any token is survived more than a month in the market and they're doing well, that means they don't have any chance of an intention of rug. That's how we still taking it for the 2 months. So that initial 2 months, that project will be run by our developers, our team, and liquidity will be under us, under our ownership, all those things. So if they want that, we in the 2 months we'll test them, we'll see how they are running the project, how they're making growth, all those things. If they abandon us, of course the fund is under our ownership, so we are free to distribute that fund to their token holders, right? If they stay with us, they say, okay, we are good, 2 months we have done the pretty good job, we will run it for a long time, then we'll just give the ownership back to the team after 2 months is over. So that insurance is only for the initial 2 months. Is we are after 2 months, even when we handle the ownership, that insurance period is over. So that is our plan.
You are taking self-custody.
Yes, it's a kind of self-custody for that initial 2 months. So we have the all the access of their fund, because we will be having the honor, and when the 2 months period is over, we'll just give the ownership back to them, and it's up to them now after that.
Yes, I mean, you answered. I mean, I had a decent amount of rigorous questions. I definitely think you all did well. The only thing that I could say is as a project owner, right? I definitely think that I mean, this is kind of obvious, but the DEX and the Launchpad should definitely be audited for security purposes. Specifically because why would I want to use, or why would I want to store my liquidity with you all than using a big name like PancakeSwap, which I know is pretty trusted. So that's the only thing that I could actually see. But other than that, you all did a really great job. So let's do a summary. If you want to hit me with a real quick summary from the very beginning to the end, and we can wrap everything up and see if we have any questions.
Sure. So that's how we are here. I just gave you a glimpse of all the application which we have developed so far. We are not even launched yet. Our pre-sale is not at the start, and you see our applications live. So that's how we believe to deliver in the things, just not in the words. Most of the tokens out there is give the hollow promise to the users that we let us launch, then we'll come up this utility and that utility. If you see, our DApp is ready, our NFTs are ready, our NFT marketplace is ready, which is already trading. People are trading NFTs on our marketplace. Then our products is almost ready, which we are not making live because we want to get it audited fast. And once it is audited, it is going to be live. We know that it is going to be live before our pre-sale even start. So if you say when we are going to our pre-sale, hell of utility, we are going with the hell of utility, which is already live, right? Then our following the ProPad, our launchpad, is a very big deal. We don't want to mess up with any kind of functionality or anything or security thing. That's why we are taking more time. But very soon we believe that even within a month after the launch, it will be live again with working with all the audit and everything security related concerns, right? So we are here for with the utilities. And another thing, it's not like that we just once our launchpad is ready, we will stop the development. We have another hell of application in our mind which is related to this entire ecosystem itself. So that application also will be start rolling one by one. So we are never going to stop development of the utilities. And if you see if any project which is there with the utilities, the projects always survive, right? Because project die just because they don't have anything to offer to that the investor or anything new to offer. But that's how we are going to offer every quarter one new thing to our investors, so our token keep increase gradually with time to time. So
It's the all-in-one platform that you can do anything. Very similar to kind of how the Zonymous platform set up, except we're very specific to payments, as you all are more like niche-based. You all have the NFTs, you all have the marketplace, you all are going to be having the launchpad, the DEX. It's very similar in the kind of the similarities between what Zonymous is doing, which is becoming like the one-stop shop for all crypto payments and crypto use case. So I definitely I love the idea. Definitely, but here's so pretty much you've done a very good job, JP. I only have one question for you, and then we're going to go straight into the questions for the community. And it's how do you actually how are you going to achieve to be competitive against big names like PancakeSwap or possibly even Gympad? Because you have a great idea, but the biggest thing is marketing. How are you all going to get 8bit's name out there? What's the strategy? What's the plan over the next 6 months to a year? Because you can have the best idea in the world, but if you can't market it to someone and you can't get users, it's never going to be successful. So tell me your plans on that, and then we can go straight to community questions.
I completely agree what you said just now. Without marketing, any idea just die, right? If you can't market your idea, it's never going to be success. That's how we have done the thorough research how to market our products and ProPad. So if you see how many partnership we have got, that is just the starting of our marketing. We are not even live, our products is not live, but we have got so many partners who wants to list their token on our DEX. Just from you see that sort of already marketing we have started. And that is just another kind of marketing, just to make partners. So we are here, we are not make people enemy to us. Here we are to take people with us and run together in the long term. So that's how we find you people, and you people found us, and we are using each other utility to all together, which is beneficial for all of us, right? So that's how one kind of different marketing we are doing here. And marketing needs that, it has to see the time also, right? If we do the same old kind of traditional marketing, the current scenario, they are not going to work. So that's how we first what we started doing, we jumped to the partnerships out there. So we got like ZAH as our partner, Vault Finance our partner, Wi-Fi as our partner, Renegade, Sol, so many good token which is doing really good in the beer market. We got them as our partner. So that's why this kind of this is a part of our marketing itself. We are getting partners with us. So if we are associated to you, your people will be knowing our name, and our people is going to know our name. That's how we are trying to do different kind of marketing. Then again, then we have upcoming expos are coming in the Dubai. You know how big those kind of expo. So we are planning to go there to represent our token, to showcase our DEX and launchpad to the people out there. So then articles on the all big platforms, Yahoo, Bloomberg, uh, those kind of big platforms, we're going to give our articles, and just not once, we are going to do time to time, so people keep knowing our name, that oh, there's some market, some new product has come, let me go and let me try on it. So why? And if you see our deck, it is completely different than other decks out there. So here you get the like historical chart of that If you see that chart, 1 minute to 5 up to 5 year chart, if the token is there in the time period, you can see the chart before token. Then at our DAX, we have option the limit order also. Again, it's a decentralized, but again works as a centralization. You just put your order and you just do not to worry that whether you have to, let's say the token launch and you want to buy the token at the low price and want to sell at high price, and you have to keep, if the time zone is not matching that your time zone, then you have to keep awake whole night and you have to keep track the chart and for any trade, right? But at our DEX, we are providing you a limit order option. So just put your order and then your price match, your order will be executed even though when you are sleeping, right? So that kind of good feature we are bringing at our DEX. Then we are getting sell less swap also. So sell less swap is nothing, means if a token gives a reflections reward, so the token will not sell, the contract will not sell token for those reflections. So that kind of swap we have already brought in our DEX. Then cross chain swap, again, if you want to do the cross, let's say your token is on Ethereum and you want to convert into the your token is on the Binance and you want to convert your token to the Ethereum and you do on Ethereum trading, right? So at our DEX you will have that feature also, right? Then farming, again another feature. So if you see how many features we have got on our DEX, so those feature itself good to market. But yes, of course you are right, we have to market it. Idea is good, but we have to market, and we have great team for that, and expertise from the marketing in our team, so they are going to do really good marketing, and I believe on them.
Of course, I mean you all did really good, JP. I love the concept of organic partnerships. We grow by actually gathering great projects with great utilities that are surviving the bear market. We get the free AMAs, we get the exposure, we get a time to actually showcase our project. And honestly, I love the idea of the cross chain because I'm actually a trader myself. And that bothers me so much is that when you do use a cross chain, or even when you use a DEX like PancakeSwap, like you really don't get the actual trader side of things. It's more like a swap. I convert my BNB, or let's say I convert my 8-bit to ZAH, or I convert ZAH to 8-bit. You really don't see the actual chart. You don't really get to actually trade. And I love the idea of the sell less feature, especially with cross chain, because I do think that having a DEX that's more built like an exchange could definitely have a great benefit. So again, man, I love the idea, and kudos to you all, because that's actually something that I wanted to implement in Zonimus as well. So I really love the idea, man. Congratulations.
Thank you so much for your feedback. That feedback makes a lot.
Of course, man. You all are doing really well. Looks like you all are honestly working really hard, and I can't wait to see January 23rd. And honestly, I'm done with questions, man. You've passed all of my concerns, my comments, questions, everything. And it really sounds like you're trying your best to actually separate yourself and not just be some type of fork or a copy. You're really trying to have something unique to 8-bit. And it sounds like you've been working on this, and it sounds like you're passionate as well, which is really powerful. And the best of all is a lot of your ways to give back your rewards is all from external revenue. I keep saying this. I kind of said this earlier in the AMA. That is so big because it shows that it's not built off Ponzi-nomics. Like you're actually trying to create a revenue-based system, and with that revenue, with the profits generated from it, you give back to users, not coming from token taxes, not coming from people. So again, man, it sounds like you're really trying to separate yourself from every other project. And even though a lot of the stuff that you are doing, like the launch pads, like the cross chains, like the NFT marketplace, you're still trying to do it the 8-bit way. You're not trying to make art. You're trying to make utility-based NFTs that actually help the 8-bit ecosystem. I love the idea. And it really does sound like you all are trying your best to be an original. Again, kudos to you all. And if you have any more questions, I'm finished with my questions. We'll wait on community.
Sure. Thank you so much for the whatever you said. And one more thing I forgot to add. Just not this. We are going to make the revenue through our app. Even revenue, we are going some part of our revenue we are going to distribute in the form of 8-bit to our NFT holders also. So anybody who holds our NFT every quarter, the 10% of that entire quarter revenue, we will just distribute to our NFT holders only. So that's how we are giving back to our community from our side. That's our gift to be with us. No matter you hold that you do how much selling you have done or buying, it doesn't matter. Every third quarter we'll see your bag size, and the 10% will go to our NFT holders who based on their token size, 8-bit bag size. So this is our gift to our community to be with us, to stay with us. And I believe that any token who is continuously developing in this bear market, they're not giving up. They are going to survive. Then bull run comes, and that they are going to be huge. So bear market is just an opportunity, or we can say it's the extra time which we have got as a project or owner to develop our projects, right? So we should see in that way. We should not see, oh, this is a bear market. If I launch any project, it's just going to die. No, of course, yeah, I agree that there will be days, gray days where will be all in the feeling sad. Oh, today we didn't go ahead the enough buying all those things. But yes, we should not stop developing from ourselves. It is applicable to all the project owners out there in this market. Just keep developing your project, and when bull run comes, of course you're going to be success.
Of course, man. I really love it. So one of our, again, I agree that the bear market's definitely the time to develop. And when the bull market comes, all the projects that have their head down, that are actually trying to be innovative and trying to be special and believe that this really is the future, they're going to make it and they're going to succeed. So I definitely agree with what you're stating. One of our users, our mod actually, he said, in case the market was unhealthy and 8-bit wasn't able to fill the soft cap, what will be the plans? Will you move to a fair launch? Reason I'm asking is because I'm seeing a lot of projects unable to hit their soft cap, especially in this huge and painful bear market. BSC isn't the same anymore.
Very good question. So we are not going to keep our soft cap very higher side. So we could not even launch and we go to fair launch. Our intention is never going to be with fair launch, and we will never go with the fair launch. So we are going to keep our soft cap with the lower side. So we know easily we are going to fill it because we have got those kind of investor with us, and we know that what they talk, all those things, because they are part of our community and our group. So our soft cap is going to be pretty lower side, and easily we are going to fill it. So, and we will launch it as a our hard cap is going to be 600 BNB, but we are going to keep our soft cap as a 150 BNB itself. So 150 BNB is not a, if you have utility to showcase, you have good marketing team to which can market your token. So 150 is a pretty easy job to achieve it, right? So that's how, and we are pretty sure that at least that soft cap, no matter what soft cap we are going to achieve, and we are going to launch on our launch date only, and we are not going to launch as a fair launch. It's not a judgment. It's fair launch is not a judgment to our people who put their money in our private sale, all those things, right? So it's not a justice for them.
Real quick, I do want to state one thing, JP, and I'm not sure, maybe I'm wrong about this, but this is just from experience. I'm almost positive you can't have the soft cap lower than half of whatever the hard cap is. So the lowest you can do the soft cap, if the hard cap is 600, is 300. Please correct me if I'm wrong, though. Maybe your launchpad's different. Are you all going to be launching off your launchpad?
No, we are not going to launch our launchpad. Our launchpad is not ready yet. Novation, if you see the Novation launchpad, we have already listed there. There our hard cap is 200 BNB and soft cap is 100 BNB. So that's we had discussion yesterday with our team, and they said we can keep it 50. If you what you are saying with your experience, of course I will check again with the launchpad. Our next launchpad is going to be Pink Sale and Jampad all together. So our pre-sale will be on Pink Sale, Jampad, and Novation all together. It will start same time and it will end same day. All launchpad will have equally 200, 200, and 200 BNB as a hard cap. And of course, I will check with them. If I can't keep it less than 50%, of course, I will keep it as 100 BNB itself. So it's still 300 BNB is very achievable amount for us. That we are sure for that.
Agreed completely. Definitely. Well, JP, you've done an amazing job. I have no more questions personally. When we wrap this up, we are going to be having an internal AMA as well. I would love for you all to join, have fun with us, talk, relax. It was definitely a great process. I hope you enjoyed as much as I did. I love learning about projects. I love asking tough questions. And I'm honestly a little impressed, to be honest. I'm impressed at the how innovative you all are.
Actually, this was one of my toughest AMA whatever I have done so far, and I really love to answering your question. And because you are asked the question which actually anybody should ask if they want to invest with me, they should ask exactly those questions which you asked, and I really loved it, and I hope I could answer it well, and I could make everybody who is listening to it, they were like satisfied with my answers.
Of course, thank you so much for saying that I'm the most challenging host. I try not to be. I just like being. That's
This is
awesome.
how this is how an AMA should be there. I really enjoyed it. Really.
Of course, I completely agree with you. So again, man, thank you so much for all of your responses. Thank you for your project, and we're going to be supporting you. One thing I will say, whenever you announce the partnership tokens, you didn't announce ZAH, right? ZAH is partnered with 8-Bit. So I'm definitely very excited about our partnership, and we're going to be supporting you all the entire way.
Yeah, same with us. We are here to support you. You are free to, if you want to do any more AMA in our community, you are free to do it. Just let us know if you want to do more AMA. We will love to host you again. And if you want to post about your token in our community, you are free to do that also. That's how our partner should do. So please feel free, take our community as your own community, and please feel free to post about your token related information in our community. We would love to have that. Thank you so much for hosting us.
Yes, thank you so much, 8-Bit. So we're going to give a little bit of time to our listeners and see if they have any questions in regarding to 8-Bit or anything. So give us about a minute to possibly a minute 30 to 2, and we're going to see if anyone has any questions, and then we're going to wrap up, let you all have the very final words about 8-Bit, and then we're going to be finished with the AMA. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Yeah, if anybody's out there want to ask me a question, please throw. I'm waiting for the question. Please ask the tough question.
Of course. Thank you so much. Love Case 8-Bit. That's amazing. So it sounds like everyone's questions have been answered. And again, thank you so much for having this with us and having a little bit of fun. I love learning about new projects. I'll give you all the chance to wrap everything up, and then we'll go. We'll finish everything else.
Thank you so much, and have a good time ahead, and Merry Christmas in advance.
Merry Christmas. Oh, if you want, you can wrap everything up, or if you're done, it's all good.
I'm done from my side, actually.
Of course. Yeah. No, I have no more questions, man. You've answered everything. The only thing I'm waiting for is the audit on the launchpad and the actual cross-chain swap in the DEX. Once you have that audited and secure, then I'm going to be promoting it a lot. The only reason I'm not as promoting it so much is because obviously security is everything.
Yes, you are completely right at your place, and of course, even if I would be at your place, I would be saying same thing. Without security, we cannot take. See, it's a risk. You know how big risk it is, and of course, pretty soon we are going to get audit, and we'll share that audit report with you. Please go through our audit report, and if you have any suggestion for us to implement anything in our DEX or new thing, please feel free to suggest us. We love the feedback. And right now it's just a UI, it will not work, but still you can if you want to play with it, you can play around with it. If you see any new feature or anything else you need, you just throw us that questions and we'll love to resolve it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, JP. So I'm going to end the recording right now. Thank you, 8-Bit.
Thank you.